Welcome back, Fanfield family. Today we're going to talk about command materia. Go ahead and death blow that subscribe button and let's get into it. Command materia is the fourth type of materia that the party can acquire in Final Fantasy VII and is yellow. Command materia grants additional battle commands which appear as other choices on the battle action menu. Some command materia can interact with some support materia and some can't. The first command materia the party can acquire is Steel, found in the sewers beneath Wall Market. It has two abilities, Steal, which will attempt to take an item from the target, and Mug, which deals a basic weapon attack as it attempts to steal. In addition, it grants a +2 to dexterity. Almost immediately after the Steel materia is acquired, the player will enter the train graveyard, and there's an enemy in this area, the Eligor, from which Aerith's striking staff can be stolen. This is a case worth mentioning because at this point in the game, the damage bonus provided by the striking staff will usually make Aerith the hardest hitting physical attacker, a noticeable anomaly in how she plays. When the party gets to the Shinra HQ building, the top floors will have encounters with Soldier 3rd enemies, from which Cloud's hard edge can be stolen, giving him an attack advantage in extra materia slots. Steel can also be bought at Calm, and late in the game, the Sneak Glove accessory can be found in Wall Market, which increases the success rate of Steel and Mug. Next up is Sense, the second command materia the party can acquire right after the fall of the Sector 7 plate in Midgar. Sense allows the user to detect an enemy's HP, MP, and elemental weaknesses. However, if the target's max HP is 30,000 or above, Sense will fail, simply displaying the message couldn't sense. Sense is very useful for your first few playthroughs, as it'll help you understand the best ways to handle enemies. But when you've played hundreds of times, you have a sort of instinctive experience to simply react to enemies. In addition to its first location, it comes equipped on Red 13 and can be bought in Junon and Calm. Death Blow gives the Death Blow command, which lets the user attack for a critical hit, but only at 1/3 normal accuracy. Due to this wild inaccuracy, it's not the most reliable ability, but there are ways to exploit it. Both Tifa and Vincent have weapons with perfect accuracy, the God's Hand for Tifa, and the Sniper CR and Long Barrel R for Vincent, meaning Deathblow will almost always land with these weapons. You can also pair Deathblow with the added Cut materia so that a second hit with normal accuracy and normal damage will follow Deathblow. That way, even if the Deathblow itself misses, you're still dealing damage. Deathblow is especially useful for Tifa when she has her ultimate weapon equipped, as the premium heart deals more damage the more full Tifa's limit gauge is, so it's a solid way to do a ton of damage without actually using up Tifa's limit break and resetting the damage. Deathblow can be found in Gungaga, just outside the town, and it grants a 1-point bonus to luck. Throw comes equipped on Yuffie and has two abilities, Throw at level 1 and Coin at level 2. It can also be purchased at Fort Condor and Rocket Town after the party has the High Wind. It grants a +1 bonus to Vitality. Throw lets the player select a weapon from their inventory and throw it at an enemy. This will remove the weapon from the player's inventory, and it isn't picked up at the end of the battle. Coin allows the player to pay money to inflict damage, throwing gil at the enemy party. It inflicts a total of 10% of the gil spent as damage, divided evenly among all targets. It's the original pay to win. This can be extremely useful late game when you don't have that much need for the insane amounts of cash you've acquired. Morph is found in the Temple of the Ancients in the room with the rolling boulders. If it isn't picked up here, it's missable. The Morph command attacks at 1/8 normal damage, but if it kills an enemy, they're turned into an item. Morph is absolutely essential for farming sources, items that permanently boost individual stats, as morphing certain enemies is the only way to acquire an endless supply of sources. Morph is best equipped on Yuffie with her ultimate weapon, the Conformer. Due to the way the Conformer calculates damage, the usual damage reduction with the Morph command is overridden, so Yuffie inflicts her full damage when she uses Morph. I mentioned it in the Yuffie video, link in description, but 4-8 Productions has the definitive video on source farming, and I'll include a link to their video down below as well. Morph is also great on Yuffie as an alternative to limit attacks. Since the limit command overrides the normal attack command when it's ready, Yuffie can use Morph to deal the same damage she normally would without having to expend her limit break, letting her save it for bosses or other critical situations. Manipulate gives, of course, the Manipulate command. Manipulate inflicts the Manipulate status, allowing the player to control the target, which is required to attain some of the learnable enemy skills that monsters don't cast on the party. For example, the White Wind, a healing ability used by a monster that appears after the Mithril Mine. Cait Sith starts with the Manipulate Materia equipped, and it can also be bought after the party gets the High Wind at Fort Condor and Rocket Town. The Hypno Crown accessory increases the chances of a successful manipulation. W Magic, W Item, and W Summon are very similar, so I'll talk about all of them together. Quite simply, they allow the character equipping them to use 2 of the respective commands in one turn instead of 1. W Magic allows the character to cast 2 different spells in one turn, W Item allows 2 items to be used in one turn, and W Summon allows 2 summon spells to be cast in a single turn. W Magic and W Summon can complement Quadra Magic, allowing for 8 castings in one turn, which is a core part of a strategy I'll discuss in a video on one of the optional super bosses. W Item allows for an exploit to duplicate items, the W Item duplication glitch, which is also key to a source farming trick that greatly speeds things up. W Magic can be found in the Northern Cave, W Summon is a prize at the Battle Square at Gold Saucer, and W Item can only be found during the Return to Midgar section in the train tunnels. Head south, past all of your allies, and all the way to the very end where you can find W Item. Double Cut gives the 2x cut and 4x cut abilities at level 1 and 2 respectively, and also grants a +2 to dexterity. It can be found in the research room in the Sunken Gelnika after the party acquires the submarine, but be careful, the area is full of very dangerous monsters. 2x cut allows the user to strike a single target twice, overwriting the normal attack command. 4x cut strikes 4 times, but you cannot select a target, it hits random enemies, and overwrites the standard attack command like 2x cut. The Slash All materia has 2 levels with 2 abilities, both of which will overwrite the standard attack command. First is Slash All, which inflicts normal attack damage on all targets. When Slash All is leveled up, it's replaced with Flash, which attempts to inflict instant death on all enemies. Both of these attacks are long range. Flash's accuracy is equal to the user's weapon accuracy halved, making it great for Tifa and Vincent when wielding their perfect accuracy weapons. Slash All can be found in the Ancient Forest optional dungeon, which requires either a green, black, or gold chocobo, or defeating Ultimate Weapon, who leaves a crater that creates a path. Mime is a rather unique command that copies the last action in battle without costing the original action's MP cost. It can be found in the Materia cave near Wutai. Mime is heavily exploitable, as not only can it copy spells, commands, and even summons, but it can copy limit breaks. While I've never made heavy use of it, there's a strategy with several copies of Mime paired with the counter support materia to line up so that when a character is attacked, they'll immediately retaliate with their limit break multiple times without having to recharge the gauge. Like with magic materia, there's a master command materia that contains all command effects. It can be acquired much the same way that master magic can, by having a mastered copy of all command materia and examining the yellow huge materia in the Cosmo Canyon Planetarium, or from the Calm Traveler. Finally, there's one more command materia called Enemy Skill, but it's such a big topic all on its own that I'm going to give it its own video, so stay tuned for that. And that's all the command materia. Which one is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. I'm quite partial to Deathblow and Morph myself. Next time we're going to cover Summon materia, so make sure you're subscribed so you can see that as soon as it comes out. Thanks so much for watching. I'm really enjoying this series and I hope you guys are too. Next time is a big one. Summon materia is really flashy, so I've got a ton of footage for it. Until then, be good, and I'll see you in the next one.